Hey guys, and welcome to my new movie collections update video for the month of January of 2014. Yes, this is my first video for the new year, right guys? So I hope you guys all had, great holidays, got to be with family and friends, enjoyed yourselves, got lots of stuff, maybe even watched a few movies anyway. So if you guys looked at my last video, you know that I had, quite a little bunch of movies that I was going to watch over the holidays. So alright guys, here we go, right? So the first movie that I'm going to talk about basically is Despicable Me 2. So it doesn't really necessarily pick up where the last movie left off. Not that there was much to pick up from the last one anyway, but I believe the kids look a little bit older in this sequel, and this time Gru basically gets brought in to be a secret agent for, I believe is the Villain League or something like that. I don't remember the exact name of his organization that he's kind of being brought in by to investigate some weird happenings or a new villain that's just trying to take over the world and whatnot. And again, it's cute, it's fun. I enjoyed the first one a lot, and when I saw this one, I definitely enjoyed it. The little girls are always fun to watch. Gru's antics, are always hilarious. The inventions that he tries to create. And even the new character that's voiced by Kristen Wiig, I believe her name is Olivia Wilde, is actually pretty interesting to watch, as how she's kind of like a really interesting contrast to Gru's character. So again, overall, it was a lot of fun. One thing that I have to note is that the world that's created now in Despicable Me 2 is a lot bigger and a lot more colorful compared to the first one. So I remember that the last movie was lots of plain white colors or bluishes or yellows. Here there's a larger assortment of colors going on in the background, so it feels like it's a lot more lively. I would even say that it even kind of looks like you're playing like a Super Mario Galaxy for some reason. That's the thing I want to compare it to in terms of how colorful it is. But overall it's really nice. I like what they did with this movie. The story is really great. Again, just like the original. A lot of fun. So I definitely say, if you haven't seen Despicable Me 2, I say definitely check it out, guys, all right? The next movie that I have to show you is Elysium with Matt Damon. I saw this film in theaters and I really enjoyed it, so of course I was going to have to get it when it came out on Blu-ray. And the story basically is Matt Damon plays this character that wants to go up to Elysium. He knows there's a lot of inequalities with the people that live on Earth, and the upper richer class that have all the luxuries that live on that satellite above Earth, which is Elysium. So the story is that he accidentally gets left in this big like oven. I don't want to say oven, but the closest thing I can think of is an oven, because he works in a manufacturing plant. He accidentally gets trapped in there. He gets hit with radiation, so pretty much he's dying. And so he knows that the only way to cure himself is to go to Elysium, because they have these medical equipment up there that can pretty much heal anything, any type of maladies to the body. So he meets other characters along the way, and he meets an old friend of his that he grew up with him when they were young. This other girl, and her daughter is also ill, and so a lot of things happen with Matt Damon getting getting his hands on certain information that could change the entire status in terms of who is going to be allowed onto Elysium and who isn't. There's this whole reboot thing going on in there, which I thought was pretty interesting. And I mean, some of the subplots or themes are very, very similar to what could be happening right now in society as well. Again, with inequalities, social class inequality, and things of that nature. So it really does play really close to those particular themes as well. So I mean, Matt Damon is trying to get to Elysium to try to cure this little girl and try to cure himself at the same time. Well, people are after him because of the information that he has. He puts on all that robot gear armor, so he's kind of like Iron Man in a way. It was really a lot of fun. I mean, it's directed by the same guy that did District 9, and that movie was really a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that movie too. So it really feels very similar to that movie when you watch Elysium. So I really enjoyed all those aspects of it. So, and overall, this movie was really a lot of fun. I definitely say check it out if you haven't done so already. The next movie that I have to show you is The Family, with Robert De Niro, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Tommy Lee Jones. And the thing is, this movie is about Robert De Niro and his wife, Michelle Pfeiffer, and their two kids, I believe are in some sort of witness protection program from the FBI, and they're being moved around to different places since they're in witness protection, because wherever they're set up initially, something happens, and they end up blowing their cover, so they need to be moved again and again and again. So they happen to move to some countryside somewhere in Europe, I believe, and because they're trying to run away from the mafia that they were once a part of. And basically the whole story is that they're just trying to stay, in witness protection, trying to stay low. They don't want to be identified by anybody or the family that's looking for them. And they get found out again. So basically the entire story is just seeing how the family tries to escape, alive while trying to, avert being killed by, the mafia that's after them. And Tommy Lee Jones is the special agent that is, part of the FBI that's trying to help them, relocate and all that stuff. But what's interesting is that, the whole relocation aspect kind of reminded me a little bit of The Incredibles, where how, the Incredibles family in there, keeps trying to be relocated every time, they have like a little fit that kind of like makes their identity, their identity is blown wide open and stuff like that. So it kind of reminded me a little bit of that, but again, it's just the overall fact that, it's an ex-mafia family that, separated from, the main faction. And, they grew up within that, so they have their own ways of defending themselves and looking out for themselves and stuff like that. So it's really interesting to see, how Robert De Niro's character, Michelle Pfeiffer, try to fit in town, try to like already survey the entire area, see what they can or cannot trust, and how the kids kind of, infiltrate themselves into the society, into the school, and try to set themselves up and stuff like that. It's really interesting. I thought it was really a lot of fun. It was really fun. A nice comedy in there, to watch. So definitely, I enjoyed it. So I say, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's definitely, we'll give you some, some nice laughs. The next film that I have to show you is this movie that I didn't really know if it was going to be any good or not. I mean, it's with Keanu Reeves, and I haven't seen anything from him as of late, not since like Matrix and stuff like that, but it's Man of Tai Chi, and I have to say that I was really surprised at, how this movie turned out. I wouldn't say that it's the greatest movie that, Tommy Lee Jones has done so far, but I would say that it's pretty interesting. The story, is pretty obvious. It's not nothing new, again, and Tommy Lee Jones kind of plays like this villainous character, which is kind of rare. I mean, there are only like a few movies where, did I say Tommy Lee Jones? Jeez. Where Keanu Reeves plays the villain. And as I was saying, there are very few films where you see, Keanu Reeves play the villain. And here he does so. He kind of plays like this I wouldn't say psycho type of villain character. He's more like a misguided type of villain character that kind of organizes these underground fights because he gets some sort of rise out of watching, the competitors get killed in the fights. And he's like looking for somebody that for some reason will kind of be his equal. And that's what this other character, in the name of the movie, I believe he's called Tiger Chen. He's a Tai Chi practitioner, and he kind of sees something in this practitioner that, even though Tai Chi is supposed to be a very calm, meditative, art form, but the practitioner himself kind of has this kind of darker edge to him as well, and he wants to, Keanu Reeves' character wants to exploit that by having him fight in these underground, battles and whatnot. So it is basically escalating until, the end where they end up fighting against each other, and hopefully I'm not giving away too much with that, but that's basically what happens towards the end. And I would say, again, it's really interesting, I like I said, it's not the greatest movie that he's done, but it was really interesting watching him, portray this character, and again, doing martial arts fight scenes again. And despite the fact that he's older compared to when he did the Matrix films, he pretty much put up a decent display of, of nice choreography, to, really look pretty good. So I would say, it's really good. The fight scenes are really interesting. They're nice, fast paced and stuff like that. So definitely, I would say give this one a try. It's not the best movie out there, but, it's definitely entertaining. So I would definitely give it a try. Man of Tai Chi. The next film that I have to show you is called Prisoners, with Hugh Jackman, Jake Gyllenhaal, Viola Davis. This movie basically, Hugh Jackman plays a father whose daughter gets kidnapped, and Jake Gyllenhaal is the detective that's trying to figure out, who the kidnapper is, trying to find the whereabouts of the daughter. So the whole movie pretty much is this detective and this father trying to find, the whereabouts of Hugh Jackman's daughter, as well as because I forgot Terrence Howard also plays Hugh Jackman's character's friend, and his daughter also get kidnapped. So their two daughters get kidnapped on the same day. So this whole search and rescue thing happens there. So, but it centers mostly around Hugh Jackman's character and just seeing how he's trying to deal and cope with the situation of his daughter being missing and all, and how that seems to be eating away at him. Because on one side, he kind of feels like, Jake Gyllenhaal's character and the cops aren't really doing as much as they should be, in trying to recover his daughter. And at the same time, he's trying to go about his way, trying to figure out where his daughter is and who might be responsible. So, which I guess is really understandable, when we're dealing with people of who have suffered from kidnappings and stuff like that. I'm sure that that you just go completely insane just trying to find out where your loved ones are. So, and you really see in this movie, I mean, Hugh Jackman's character really goes through a lot of different changes, and at some point, just seeing, how he's acting was really hard to watch, because there's so much emotion going on, being, displayed by Hugh Jackman's character, of how he transitions from, being very determined to almost being sadistic in the form of how he wants to figure out who the people are, who the person is that is involved in the kidnapping. So it was really hard to watch, but I can understand that for anyone that has gone through situations like this, that they might be going through something similar or thinking of similar thoughts as well. So, but it was a really great film, a lot of emotion, going on in here that, again, for me, just made certain parts really difficult to watch because it's like you almost feel the pain as well. So, but overall, it was a really great film. Hugh Jackman was great in this, just seeing how he portrayed the characters. It's definitely, I would say, it's definitely something that you guys need to watch if you haven't done so. So check out Prisoners. The next movie I have to show you is the follow-up to Red 2. And it's with Bruce Willis, John Malkovich, Mary Louise Parker, Catherine Zeta-Jones, and again, Helen Mirren. The main cast comes back from the original. And I'd say that this one, I feel, even though I've seen the first one, I don't remember too much of it, but I think it's a lot better than the original film. Definitely a lot bigger, a lot more comedic moments, and it's always fun, at least, for me, and I'm sure. So yeah, Red 2, it was really a lot of fun. Like I said, Helen Mirren is a hoot. She's great to watch in this film. She really does her part. Bruce Willis, of course, just keeps doing his thing, and he's great watching him. And even the whole thing of Mary Louise Parker's character, who happens to play Bruce Willis's character's girlfriend, and how she's kind of like just tags along on this mission to try to figure out who's framing him, and everything that everyone that's involved in it. It's really fun just seeing how he's trying to keep her safe, but she wants to experience the whole thing about, being on the run, being spies, trying to figure out, who's responsible for, double crossing who, what, and where, whatever. It's a lot of fun in there, in that, I really did enjoy it. So I definitely say it's worth a look. It's definitely worth a look. It's a lot of fun, a lot of action, of course, comedic moments, and it's Helen Mirren, like I said, it's just so much fun to watch how she plays in this film. So definitely I say check it out. And the last thing that I'm going to show you basically is something that I actually got, as a Christmas gift. And it is the Star Wars Episodes 4, 5, and 6 Blu-ray and DVD combo pack. Man, this thing is friggin' awesome. And basically all it is it's just the films. It doesn't really have any special features, behind the scenes stuff, or documentaries. It's just the films and a few, audio commentary tracks that are included. But it comes with both the Blu-ray and the DVD versions of all three films, the original trilogy, of the Star Wars franchise. And honestly, I've seen all the Star Wars films, but these were always my favorite. 4, 5, and 6. New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi were always my favorite films out of the Star Wars franchise. So I'm definitely glad that, I got this one as a Christmas gift, It's only natural that I have to add it to my collection. So far, I've watched New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, so I'm probably going to watch The Return of the Jedi, after I finish filming this video for you guys. So, but definitely, if you haven't seen Star Wars, and there can't be anybody that hasn't seen Star Wars, or at least heard of it, but it's a lot of fun. Really, it's a lot of fun for all of us that love sci-fi and space adventures and stuff like that, who love the Force and Jedis and, the dark side. It's really a lot of fun. And I like Ewoks. I do like the Ewoks. I do. So definitely, check this out if you haven't. I believe they also have 1, 2, and 3 also available in the same format. just in a different box set. This is only 4, 5, and 6. And I believe they also have the entire series available on Blu-ray and DVD combo pack as well as one box set. The entire series so far. But as we all know that, Disney and J.J. Abrams are going to be coming out with the, Star Wars Episode 7 within the next year or so. So that's going to be something really to look forward to. And we're all being very hopeful that it's going to be just as good, as these three. So to continue that franchise. So that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, that's all basically that I've, watched or am watching or I'm about to finish watching, during the holidays. So I hope you enjoyed it. As you probably noticed, I have another shelf now besides this one, which you guys have been used to seeing in all my videos. So now I got this shelf here now where I can put more stuff. So I put up my entire Blu-ray collection and some of my favorite select DVDs on these shelves too. But I got more room to put more stuff, guys. Man, I got more room to put stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself now. Not that it really matters. Just fill it up with more stuff, right? Alright, guys. So I hope you enjoyed, my new Blu-ray movie collections update video for 2014. And rest assured that I'm going to be coming up with more videos in the coming months and some other new stuff along the way too that I'll keep you guys up to date on as we get along. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, like the video, subscribe to my channel so you guys know what the heck it is that I've been doing or what I'm going to do. And leave me comments, guys. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you guys are watching as well. Give me some recommendations even, I'm always open to that stuff, all right? So, if anything, guys, it's been great. Thanks for joining me again this new year. And stay safe, keep watching films, and I'll catch you next time, all right, guys? Later.